Good morning and happy Friday. I just lost one of my great uncles last night. It's really hard to lose someone that you're not sure believe in God or not. I feel guilty a little not going over there and asking him if he was saved or not, but I know everyone has a minister or priest visit them when they're dying, so he was given that opportunity, I'm sure. But sometimes it's easier when someone you know talks to you about their personal life story. I can't beat myself up though because I'm pretty good at listening to the Holy Spirit nowadays, and I didn't feel prompt to go over and ask him that. But last time I saw him, I did think about where he would spend his eternity because I knew he wasn't doing well then. But he did go to my Aunt Karen's funeral, and they did a good job trying to help people understand that we're all dying and we should know where we're going to spend our eternity. So hopefully he got saved there, and he very well could have. So I have to think he did because I believe everything happens for a reason, and I believe he was able to be at Aunt Karen's funeral so he could hear a good message. I know I used to be scared to die, and when my grandma was dying, it was so comforting watching her stay peaceful through the process. I remember asking my grandma if she was scared, and I remember her saying to me, I might be a little scared of the unknown, honey, but I'm not scared. I remember being in her bedroom one of the last days, and I remember her saying there was an angel in the room. I was so comforted by that. And my sister told me she wanted to turn off the bright light one night when she was trying to sleep, but my sister said there wasn't a bright light. So I believe it was just before she went to heaven. I think about that and I think about how God is light, and in him is no darkness. So I could only imagine how bright it will be in front of Jesus. And I have no question that my grandma is in heaven because she tried her best to show the love and light of Jesus, and she did an amazing job at it. I was so blessed to be able to spend the last 15 years of her life with her, and I'm so blessed she took care of my kiddos while I worked. I know my grandma prayed for me for years, and I know she prayed for everyone else too, so I'm glad she got to see my life turn around before she passed. And I'm also glad I was able to tell her I would bring as many people to heaven as I could before I got there. I meant what I said to my grandma when I said it, and God knew I meant it also. That's the great thing about getting closer to Jesus. I'm sorry. That's a great thing about getting to know Jesus better and growing that personal relationship with God because he knows the desires of our hearts, and he will give us the desires of our hearts in his perfect timing. Psalms 37:4 says, Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. God will give us the desires of our heart, and he will continue blessing us when we continue to put him first in our life. So, you're making sure you're putting God first in your life? Are you taking delight in the Lord? I can tell you one of the best decisions I ever made was starting and continuing that personal relationship with Jesus. Reading the truth in the Word for yourself and asking God for wisdom to understand it will change your life. So go ahead and start that personal relationship with Jesus today. And know when you hold to the teachings in the Word, be obedient, take your thoughts captive, and start telling your flesh no and your God yes, you'll be on the road to a life of freedom, peace, and joy. And I promise Galatians 6:9 will come true for you when you don't grow weary in doing good. It says, Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap harvest if we do not give up. So keep on pushing forward even when it's hard, and you will reap your harvest in God's perfect timing, because that's his promises in his word. Straight from God through Dawn Marie. Love you all and have a blessed rest of your day.